I'm Claire Young from Beat the Bloat. I make healthy, gluten-free recipes to make your diet a little bit easier. Today I'm going to make some meatballs in tomato sauce. It's a lovely recipe that I cook for my family, but I also eat a lot myself with courgette spaghetti.
Really simple to make the meatballs. I've just got some basic, good quality ingredients. I'm starting off with 500 grams of lean minced beef, and I'm going to pop that in there. And I'm going to just mix it round and break up the strands. And then there's only some very basic ingredients I'm going to add to this. It's just a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs and plenty of salt and pepper. Okay, and then I'm just going to work it all together with my fingers. So it's quite important to work it a little bit because you want it to be mushed together and stick together really well. Okay, when you've got a nice meaty paste and all the salt and pepper and herbs are nicely mixed through, then you start taking out balls of the mince. Ping pong ball sized is ideal. We can maybe a little bit smaller. Take out a ball. None of them have to be perfect. Just squish them together. You'll find they take a nice shape easily. You don't need anything else to bind these together. And depending on size, you will probably get about 15 of these. And then when you've done them, you need to chill them a little bit because that will help them hold their shape. So you need to chill it in the fridge, just straight on the baking tray like I've done here, and chill it for 20 to 30 minutes.
Preheat the oven to 200 degrees C, that's 180 fan, and pop them in for about 20 minutes. While they're cooking, you can get on with making the sauce. Again, this is a really simple sauce to make. I'm going to start by heating a pan on a low heat with a little bit of oil.
I'm going to start by heating a pan on a low heat with a little bit of oil. Just about a teaspoon of olive oil. And I'm going to add in a clove of garlic, which I will peel. And then slice really thinly. This adds a huge depth of flavour to the sauce. Right then, so I'm going to pop that in the oil and allow it to fry for a couple of minutes. Just when it starts to sizzle, we'll know it's done. This is 500 grams of your standard passata sauce. It's just starting to sizzle now and you can smell the aroma. It'll add a lovely depth of flavour to the sauce. I've got 500 grams here of Italian passata, and as soon as the garlic has cooked for a minute or two, we're going to add the passata to the pan. Pour it all in. And give it a stir. Tomato sauce is just ever so gently bubbling. We're going to add the rest of our ingredients. And we're going to start with a pinch of salt, and a small teaspoon of sugar. This is just standard granulated sugar. And stir that all in. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Add them one at a time, quite slowly, and stir it all through really well. We want the oil to be incorporated into the sauce. And then the second one. I'll stir that olive oil in again. I'm on the lowest heat on the ring. Keep stirring until it's fully incorporated. And then leave the sauce to simmer for about 20 minutes to maybe half an hour to really develop the flavour. Right, my tomato sauce has been bubbling away very gently for about 20 minutes now. So I'm just going to take the lid off, turn the heat off and give it a good stir around. It looks lovely and thick. Now it's been removed from the heat, I can add my final ingredients for the sauce. And that is a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. This is best added right at the end. Just going to put it onto a spoon and pour it in. There. And give that a good stir through. Right, that can rest now until the meatballs are ready. I think mine are just about done. Oh. Right, let's get the meatballs out. Yeah, they're looking fantastic. And then you add them straight into the sauce. So my meatballs are now in the sauce and I can give them a really nice stir through. And then I can serve it immediately or leave it to cool and reheat it later. I can even, once it's cold, pop it in the freezer and have it as a ready meal, ready for the next time I want to have some meatballs. And that's it! Meatballs in a rich tomato sauce.